So we open with Yandy and Chrissy arguing, at the end of the day, it's about a check. Now Chrissy don't care about checks because Jim Jones, well, he used to bring those in until they ended up in foreclosure. My goodness, she almost lost her mo in that mess. She had to put it up for collateral. I feel like you and Jimmy have too much history for it to just be about a check. Child, if it ain't about a check, what it's about, like y'all can be cool, but business is business. Okay, Chrissy said, well, you'll hear it from your lack of income. Chrissy and her mole don't want Yandy bringing Jim around the likes of Kim, Bella, and Samaya. You afraid you're gonna lose your meal ticket? She said, look, I make sure Jim is working because his checks are my checks and my checks is his checks. You keep him working? Yes, that's what a manager does. They keep their artists working and relevant. It's a team effort, but you're too dense to get it. Lord, so now we got Samaya trying to get management again. So the investor wants her to work with some producers on the West Coast. Lord, he said I was blown away by her talent. You must not have seen talent. I don't know how you sold platinum records, but then again, these days, there's no accounting for taste. Wait, Emily, you're moving again? I thought you got a place. I thought that's what we were celebrating at the party when Kimbella got her butt beat by Chrissy and her mole. So Emily's going to focus on herself and her career. Girl, showing her in this empty house with this R&B interlude, it sounded like a Jennifer Hudson song, but it probably wasn't. So now Yandy's complaining to Olivia about Chrissy and her mole, cussing her out. Now Yandy does have a point. Jim ain't your man, so it should be about a check. You don't want her getting too close. Now, do you, Chrissy? What about your mole? What does your mole think about him and Yandy being more than client and manager? So Chrissy ran and complained to Jim, and Jim told Yandy, look, maybe you don't need to manage me anymore if you can't get along with Chrissy and her mole. So Yandy says Chrissy has given her a hard time since day one, and I could see that. But the thing is, your issue is you're dating a serial cheater. Yandy's not the problem, for once. Oh gosh, so Liv gonna say, Samaya's performance was so bad that it jumped into Chrissy's body. Well, really, it also jumped on and clung to your vocal cords. Oh, wait, that's right. You released Pitchy December before that pathetic performance. Didn't you? And you want to talk about bad? Let's talk about your album sales because both of you are neck and neck. I mean, the truth is you're a glorified backup singer at best. Best. At least Samaya creates her own art. You had to get December from Rich, and you're still Poe. Oh, Lord, it's Tierra Marie. She's recording an album that no one will purchase. She said, every time I come to New York, I stay with Emily. How? She just got a new place. You mean you used to stay with her and Fab for a threesome? Is that what you mean? Okay, Emily, the problem is everybody was telling you to date because they knew if you didn't get a new man, you'd go right back to Fab, which is where you ended up, sadly. Okay, so Yandy goes to talk to Kim Bella, and Kim Bella's like, Chrissy and her mole are jealous harpies. Oh, goodness, Kim Bella's taking photos with her butt out. All right, now we got Samaya flirting with this producer, and he ain't hideous. So they gonna go get some Mexican food. He's playing something that sounds like boom, 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 Mortal Kombat! Child, Emily has a meeting with a fashion designer about launching her line, and apparently they had something going on before and she disappeared, and he read her for filth. He's like, we have to make sure this is actually what you want to do, and this board is haphazard and completely a mess. You can't bring this in here and think we could actually do something with this. Anybody could do this. And she's like, well, I don't know about the business side of fashion. You don't know about the fashion side of fashion. So Samaya gonna thank Liv for coming to her showcase not knowing how much Liv is shading her. But you see, Samaya, you're going to end up rich, and she's going to end up in middle management at Foot Locker in Harlem. Instantly, Olivia comes with the shade. Oh, well, I was forced to go, and I thought the show was about your dancers. I didn't really see Samaya. Well, we don't hear you, and when we do, we don't want to. Oh, she said, I didn't see dancing. I saw you doing a two-step. Now, Samaya keeps telling Olivia we are on the same level, the same show, in the same boat, and Olivia really has delusions of grandeur, thinking that she's more than what she is. Okay, you may have started earlier. You may have had a moment on tour with G-Unit. But girl, ain't nobody checking for you. Nike isn't checking for you. but you checking for them at Foot Locker. So Samaya's starting a shoe line and she gives Sierra some shoes, and Sierra's like, okay, this is cute, but it's not done properly. Like your vocals, they're not done properly either. So Tiara was invited to a Black Men's Magazine party and brings Emily B. So Emily turns around to leave since she doesn't have her pit bull with her mole with her. Okay, so Tiara's messy butt knew that Kimbella was hosting and brought Emily anyway. Production loves to blindside. Tiara, you're really gonna say, oh, there's no need to duck and dodge people, like you duck and dodge 50 Cent during that lawsuit? Have you paid him yet? So now Yandy brings Kimbella over and says, now be nice, be nice. So Kimbella says, well, thank you for coming. And Emily says, I had no idea it was your party I was coming to. I wouldn't have been here. I hadn't planned on celebrating a strumpet today. I don't know why you mad at Kimbella. You weren't in a relationship with Kimbella. You were in a relationship with Fab. You need to be mad at Fab. Give this energy to Fab. I believe Kimbella. She didn't know you were pregnant because, hell, who knew y'all were together? He's with this one and that one every 5 minutes. That's Fab's issue. So she gonna make a snide little toast. Congratulations, Kimbella. You're the most qualified. You have had the most black men in you, including mine. Well, maybe you need to worry about your own grip then, sis. So after her little read, Emily decides to leave because she's like, I don't want to be getting tit for tat with her. You afraid she gonna fuck your man again? That's what it is. So Yandy went on strike for 3 days and Jim lost $25,000. She said my pride was worth $25,000 and I already got my cut. So Jim has a point. He's like, look, you know how Chrissy is. Why would you give her that book? Why would you try her? You know she ain't really here for you. You know it's taken us forever to get her to come around. Yandy, you did not think you were helping. You were being snide and catty. Yandy said, bills ain't gonna get paid if I feel disrespected. I think it's time for new management. Yandy, you two involved in their marriage, though. Well, their eternal engagement. But I honestly feel like with Jim, he just needed to work with the male so Chrissy would calm down. That's really what it is. Because she ain't gonna trust no woman, ever. And if Yandy said, I don't want to deal with Chrissy no more, keep her away from me, then Chrissy be like, why do I have to be away from her? What's going on? So he gonna tell Yandy, make it right with Chrissy because he can't be the referee. Oh, so now Samaya's flirting with this producer. All right, now we've got Yandy and Chrissy at a restaurant. And Yandy gonna try to make it right. I think Chrissy's mole is open to it, but Chrissy, that's the stubborn one. All right, I gotta give Chrissy a point. The Nancy situation is very touchy, and she's never put you in it, so why are you putting yourself in it? Just let her vent. Uh-oh, Chrissy got another point. You never asked her how she felt about Mama Jones' new single, but you felt free to shimmy to the slander. Aha! Chrissy said the only way to stop your bullshit is to get at you. And she right. And she said, you know what, you wouldn't stop pushing the Kimbella situation too. I already felt strongly about it. But you kept saying, oh, we gotta be friends, you gotta make up. So Yandy ain't getting it. Yandy ain't getting it. And the thing is, this is really behind the scenes talk. Chrissy warns Kimbella off the show and will not shoot with her. And Yandy is forcing her to shoot with Kimbella, and she's sick of it. So Chrissy's just like, you know what, I'm sorry, I can't, I'm out. And child, you see her mole was in charge that day. Her mature mole just said, you know what, I'm done with this. She said, God can't get me to walk back here, I am finished.